something this beautiful, you think it must be expensive. But sometimes things aren't what you think they are. In fact, you might be surprised at how reasonable our prices are. We know that value is really important to people in this area, so we work hard to provide personal, caring service that is affordable. K.L. Brown Memory Chapel, where our prices are as attractive as our facility.
What do you want to get done today? Want to take the loader off? Bing, bang, boom. Need to connect a mower deck? Oh, look, you just did. The One Family Subcompact Tractor with dozens of attachments, only from John Deere. Now, how can you top that tomorrow? That's how we run, and nothing runs like a Deere.
Stop by Snead Ag Supply for great deals going on now. 7 convenient locations or online at sneadag.com.
And we're back here at Pete Matthews Coliseum, the 2014 Calhoun County Basketball Tournament. First game on the docket is done. The Anniston Bulldogs on the ladies' side advance to tomorrow night's championship game. They'll play the winner of tonight's matchup a little bit later on, coming up right here live on TV 24. The Oxford Yellow Jackets will be taking on Sacred Heart in the boys semifinal matchup. The 1A versus the 6A, kind of David Goliath. I'm sure everybody wants to throw up every time you use that same term, but you definitely have a 1A school and a 6A school. Nobody would ever thought this matchup would be happening maybe this year, but not a few years ago.
Absolutely. John mentioned it in the last game. This is the biggest school in Calhoun County versus the smallest school in Calhoun County. About 800 plus for Oxford, about 41, and that's with the multiplier because of the private school for Sacred Heart. But this is a team, Sacred Heart. Ralph Graves has led this team for the past 2 years, probably the surprise team in this county. So we'll see how they play against the biggest team in the county. But so far, confidence and talent is not a question for the Cardinals.
We were talking about it before the broadcast, trying to think if we had ever known of a team to get this far on the 1A level. I know we've never had one in the championship games. So Sacred Heart tonight, if they were to find a way to take on the 3-time defending champion Oxford Yellow Jackets and win, they'd be the first 1A school ever to play in this championship game. Raphael Graves, the job he's done since taking over the Cardinals is just flat out outstanding. Yeah,
he's one of the great basketball players from back in the early 2000s. He played on those Anderson teams. One of them went to a state championship. I think one of them won a state championship as well. So he knows the talent. He knows players. He knows what works for players and how to motivate them. There's no surprise that he's here. This team is here, and we'll see if they can knock off the mighty Oxford Yellow Jackets.
And Oxford, a 6A school, you know, you think it might be daunting for Sacred Heart to even be thinking about playing a school like this, but they played 3 6A schools this season. So far, they're 1-2, so they can hold their own.
Yeah, they can, and they played teams like Hoax Bluff, and they've also played teams like Weaver, so they want to really cut their teeth against some of the better teams, and that really helps them when they go back to 1A competition. And Sacred Heart's one of those teams that can be back here for the regionals. So this kind of competition is really important for them.
And let's talk about Oxford as well. You know, we talked about Sacred Heart and kind of the job they've done. Oxford as well, starting off the season 0-4. They lost 3 in a row coming into this county tournament, but yet here we are again, semifinal round, and they are still big contenders to win this championship.
Yeah, they were seeded number 8. Obviously, the 1 through 4 seeds were seeded. Everybody else was drawn out of the hat, so it's kind of a misnomer. But this Oxford Yellow Jacket team was a team that really didn't score a lot. I mean, heading into this game, they were really scoring in the 30s and the 40s and the 50s. They exploded against Weaver in a rematch in the championship game. Back in the quarterfinal round, they scored 78 points, and one of the biggest outputs for Coach Joel Van Meter's club. And you know that they want to have some redemption. They have pride in the fact that they've won 3 of these in a row. They want to have that 4th.
So the Oxford Yellow Jackets, and I know Dion Wright is one of the names that really has been a talk of the town so far in this first couple of games because he's exploded. Really one of the only players that Joel Van Meter had back with experience to this varsity level. He's come out this game, or this tournament, excuse me, and just been really well.
Yeah, he has. And with Coach Van Meter and with this Oxford Yellow Jacket team, what they've always had in this competition is size, just physical size. They were so much bigger than everybody else. We'll see if they're trying to muscle their way out or play like the way they did the other day and really be athletic and really make plays around the basket and in transition as well.
So as we go through the starting lineups of tonight's matchup, let's take a look at the Sacred Heart Cardinals. Deontay Wood, number 1, Dontavius Heath, Alan Williams, also known as Quinn Williams, Kevion Nolan, and Jake Peoples round out the starting 5 for those Sacred Heart Cardinals. The Oxford Yellow Jackets about to be introduced here at Pete Matthews Coliseum. The outstanding venue for this county tournament, year in, year out. Caleb Kidd, Barry Mason, Dion Wright, Clay Bishop, and Jacoby McClendon are the starting 5 for the Yellow Jackets. So those are the 5. They're going to be at court, mid-court for tip-off of tonight's game. And we will see how these two teams match up. I know that there's going to be a lot of anticipation for this one as we head to the tip-off. Yellow Jackets, as we mentioned, lost 10 seniors off of last year's team. Some of these schools don't have 10 players on the team, so 10 seniors, you can imagine just having to lose that and what it's like to be able to rebuild and refocus a team and still having to play it at this type of level. But really, it kind of goes back to what kind of schedule you play pre-county tournament, pre-regional tournament, when it matters the most.
Right, and you always want to play basketball. It's one of those games, it's not like football where a couple early losses really take you out. Basketball is a game you really want to be playing your best when the calendar flips. When you get to January and get to February, that's when you want to be playing your really, really great basketball. There's a great player right there, Dion Wright.
So the Bolton Chiropractic player to watch tonight for the Oxford Yellow Jackets is Dion Wright. We've talked about him a good bit here before tip-off and just the outstanding job he's provided for leadership and points for this Yellow Jacket squad, and he'll be needed in a big way against this underdog, quote-unquote, Sacred Heart Cardinals squad as we head to the court. We'll see the Bolton Chiropractic player to watch for Sacred Heart here in just a moment, but ready for tip-off here at midcourt. And so Sacred Heart does control the opening tip. Kevion Nolan with the ball to start out, gives it over to Dontavius Heath, actually known as DJ Heath, and not to be confused with the former Alexandria great TJ Heath. Shot off the mark by Deontay Wood, and Oxford's going to scoop it and bring it back the other way. Caleb Kidd, the junior guard. Dion Wright slashing into the zone. He puts it off the glass. Nice touch and puts it in. They got the early lead, 2-0.
That's part of his game right there, just to penetrate, take it to the lane, and go really, really strong. His size really doesn't look like he's one of those kind of players, but he reminds me a lot of Dwayne Wade. He's not afraid to just go in there, take it to the paint, and finish strong.
So Nolan with it at the top. He's looking to jumpstart this offense. Has it back, thought about the three for a second, thought twice. Quinn Williams with a long three, no good off the back of the iron. Rebound by Oxford.
Another thing Oxford likes to do is really push in transition. So we see that a lot. Bring it back out, set up their half court.
Dion feeling it early. Shot is short, rebound down low. It's going to be put back, no good, but Williams comes down with the board, and Sacred Heart wants to push it back. They got numbers and a open player down on the baseline. Kicks it back out. Off the glass and in, so Nolan with the first point, Heath with the first 2 for the night for Sacred Heart, and we're tied up at 2.
Nice athletic move there by Heath, just took it inside. Also good ball movement by Sacred Heart. That's one of these things that both of these clubs do really well, is get the ball around the horn.
McClendon in trouble, nice defense here. Back out to Wright, over to Kidd. Needs some help trying to set up the pick, goes left side, pulls up jump shot, and that is good. So Heath looking to slow things down. 2 minutes into the opening quarter, and we've got 6 on the board.
Looks like Oxford's going to start with a bit of a 2-3 zone here to start this game.
Nice look down low. Up, no good by Heath. Rebound is going to be kicked out last touch, it looks like by Williams, so that will be Oxford basketball. Just went off the toe of number 11.
When you take a look at height for height, size for size, really athlete for athlete on both these teams, when we start talking about the game and these two schools and the way they match up, you wouldn't think they match up this well on the court together, but they do.
So Jalen Moore into the game at guard for Oxford. Kidd gets it across the timeline and down low, nice look. He gets it down inside to Clay Bishop, the senior, who puts it off the glass and in.
That's one thing with Oxford we've seen in the past. They've just been bigger than everybody else, been taller and more athletic in the post, and there you see a nice little glimpse of that there.
So got a loose ball, kind of a lazy pass there, but hauled in by Heath. Thinks about it, goes to Nolan on the wing. Shot for 3, no good off the back of the iron. Kidd with a rebound, looking to push. He's got a 2-on-1, kicks it off down to his teammates, and that is good.
You know, Coach Graves has to hate that. This transition basketball, let's take a look at the replay here. Just great play, great penetration all the way down into the lane. Good fundamental bounce pass. Didn't try to get fancy with it. Forces Sacred Heart to call timeout.
Sacred Heart wants to talk things over. It's quick 8-2 lead for the Yellow Jackets as they hit this court and trying to flex their muscle a little bit. Looking pretty good so far. A lot of ball movement, a few different people with shots. They're spreading it around, looking pretty comfortable out here.
Absolutely, and this will be sort of a chess match between these two coaches. I mean, these are two guys that are two young coaches relative to this area. Coach Van Meter's been on the college level for a little while. Coach Graves has coached with different kind of players, with whether it's some JSU players or whether it's other players. So we will see how both these coaches really choose to attack each other with style.
Shot down in the corner, good for three. Williams knocks down the tray from the baseline. That's a big shot by Sacred Heart. They needed that one. Now a shot from the wing. Kidd, no good. Rebound down low. It's going to be in the favor of Sacred Heart. Wood comes out with it and pushes it to Heath. Over the ring, down in the corner. Shot, no good. Rebound down low. Again by Oxford. It's going to be Bishop who gets it out to Wright.
Good intensity on defense by Sacred Heart.
Kidd's going to restart the offense as Van Meter wants a called play here. Nice movement down low into Owens. Turnaround jump shot, no good off the back of the iron. They're going to call the foul on Williams.
When they go to their set plays, that's something that you have to look out for every time. Just try to go down low into the post and just muscle you. And Owens, he's one of the top inside players for this basketball team. Also plays football.
So under 4 to play. First TV timeout of the night. 8-3. The Yellow Jackets over Sacred Heart. We'll come back to Pete Matthews Coliseum here in just a moment. Watch the Calhoun County Tournament basketball game right here on TV 24.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of Fred Wilson, Tim Hodges, Don Hudson, J.D. Hess, and Rudy Abbott, asks that you take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. With our beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums, our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly support the arts. If you're considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. You'll be glad you did.
Scott, do you not know it's January out here? Chad, the deals are so hot here at Cooper Chevrolet, I thought I'd work on my tan. Good Lord knows you need one.
The deals are hot at Cooper Chevrolet Buick. Like new 2013 Chevy Malibu was $24,765. Now only $19,998. Plus save up to $6,000 off 2014 Chevy Silverados. Cold weather brings out the hottest deals. Only at Cooper Chevrolet Buick, South Quintard in Anniston.
Chad, does it look like I need some more lotion on?
And we're back at Pete Matthews Coliseum. 3:47 to play here in the first period. And the Yellow Jackets have an 8-5 lead over Sacred Heart. See a shot at the corner. We're going to have 2 shots at the line by Desmond Owens when we come back onto the court. Yellow Jackets open up an 8-2 lead, and then Rafael Graves wisely called the timeout and settled his team down, and Quinn Williams with a big 3 to kind of tighten this thing back up. So Owens with the first of 2, knocks it down. Second game of tonight's 4-game slate of the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament semifinal round. Second shot, no good off the back of the iron. Rebound by Heath. And he gets it inside to the top of the key, down in the lane. Nice drive by Deontay Wood. No good, though. And that's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by 23, Kevion Nolan. So the Yellow Jackets will take over possession.
I'll tell you what, from the guys that I've seen 365 days ago to today, one of the ones that's grown the most is Kevion Nolan. He was one of the shortest players in this tournament last year. Probably stood about 5'3", 5'4". That's not an exaggeration. He is grown.
I'm just kidding. Deion Wright going to take his time and ease it on back, looking for the pick. Deontay Wood coming out pretty high on him. Wright drives, kicks it out. Long three is nailed by Jacoby McClendon.
McClendon,
a freshman.
He was one of the guys in the game the other day that really set the tempo for this offense. Hit about 4 3-pointers in the first half. He was just dynamite here after a great start in the semifinal action.
So 12-5. Oxford looking very comfortable here. They're doing the things that they want to, sort of like what they did against top-seeded Weaver on Wednesday night, as they knocked off the top seed by 5, 73-68. They're looking for another upset, so to speak, tonight. Nice move inside on the lane, and Heath puts it up and in for a big bucket.
Nice play by Sacred Heart as they now set back into their defense.
Wright looking for room, and Williams with pretty good defense coming out high, sets the pick. Wright goes baseline, pull-up jump shot in there. Nothing but net. Nice soft touch by the guard.
Good play there by Wright. Deion Wright's one of their most athletic players, and you've seen so far today he can knock it down from just about anywhere.
Williams with it in the corner, going to kick it back around. And shot by Heath, no good, and that's going to be a foul called. I think they're going to get Clay Bishop with a push. So that'll be Sacred Heart basketball along the baseline. Caleb Kidd checking back into the game for Jalen Moore. The sophomore takes a seat on the bench. .135 to go here, first period. Oxford doubling up the Cardinal, 14-7. Williams top of the key over there to Heath on the right wing. Kicks it back out top of the key. Shot by Jake Peoples is good.
Nice stroke there by Jake Peoples, and a good find to get him wide open on the top of the key. And
deep three.
Yeah, you give any good shooter that much time, that much space, he's going to knock it down.
Oxford let Weaver put up 33 three-point attempts the other night, so they're no stranger to allowing that shot to be put up. Nice ball movement. Wide open three in the corner. No good by McClendon. Heath wants to push it. Doesn't have the numbers. He's going to go anyway. Kicks it back out. Long three again for Sacred Heart, and that one is drained. Nolan. Nice movement by Kidd. Kicks it out top. Long three by Wright. No good. Rebound Heath. Sacred Heart again. Now a chance to take the lead. After trailing for most of this first period, can they get the lead? Before half, shot is good. They're going to call the continuation, and the Cardinals have the lead 15-14 and a chance to add on to that with 22 seconds.
If anybody heading into this game thought, the three-time defending 6A champions against the 1A school, the smallest school in the county, you are seeing right now the Sacred Heart Cardinals have come to play in this basketball game. What a strong move there by Dontavius Heath, and he has a chance to get the three the old-fashioned way. Misses on it.
And Williams almost comes away with the rebound to give him the last shot of the half, but Deion Wright will take it with 15 seconds to go. Kicks it long past the Kidd. Back to Wright as they're going to hold for last shot. It's under 8 seconds to play now. Wright's got to make a move. 5 seconds. In the corner for Kidd for three. No good. Rebound inside. Shot goes up, but not in time. And the Cardinals win the first period of play tonight. Are they going to call that a foul before the end of the period?
Yeah, and I think it's a good call. It's a late whistle, but I think it's a good call overall. He did try to go up with the basketball. He did get hit on the hand. He'll shoot a free throw technical style, so we'll see if this is true for him. It is not. You have to wonder if nobody being on the line actually is going to hurt him here, but
I think that would make things a little awkward.
Right.
I'm not so sure he had that shot off in time to begin with. I thought the buzzer sounded. Nevertheless, we still wind up with the same score as we go to the end of the first period. 15-14, the 1A school over the big 6A school in the county. Nice, entertaining first half here at Pete Matthews Coliseum. We'll come back for the second quarter action right here live on TV 24. Stay with us.
I shop at Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware because I get to park at the front door like a rock star. I also have an in-store wingman for everything I need. Also, I get the best brands here. Also, the best prices anywhere, and overall, Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware is the best.
Come visit us at Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware and find out why we're different. And don't forget to sign up for your Ace Rewards card.
No one's quite sure when boys turn into men, or if they ever do. And although we never had a choice in how we entered this world, we do have a choice on how we leave. If you've ever considered cremation, consider this. You can still have a funeral. You can still have a memorial service. That way, everyone you ever said hello to will have a way to say goodbye. K.L. Brown Funeral Home and Crematory.
And we're back at Pete Matthews Coliseum. You see Raphael Graves, the head coach of Sacred Heart, who has taken this school from relative obscurity in the county basketball scene and really made him a contender for the county's top prize. As they are, well, 3/4 away from doing something that nobody has ever done before, having a 1A school reach the county championship final. We'll see how this works out. They got a 15-14 lead over the Oxford Yellow Jackets in a tightly contested game. And Gerhardt, Oxford's kind of flexed their muscle a couple times in the first half, had big leads in that first half, doubled them up at 14-7, had them 8-2, and Sacred Heart finds a way to fight back.
Never quit, and and that is from the top all the way down to the bottom, and they have the athletes, they have the talent to hang with just about anybody. Now the question will be if they have the depth, if they can go down on their bench, get a couple of guys to give them some strong minutes and see if they can keep them in this game.
There's Oxford's depth. Solomon Shadrick's coming off the bench for his first three of the night. No good. Second three, he drills it down. He had 9 the other night. He comes in off the bench, 2 shots, he's got 3 points, and Oxford has a 2-point lead.
That's the sign of a true shooter right there. That first one just off the mark, he's like, nope, give it back to me.
He didn't hesitate, and neither does Sacred Heart. Nolan with another 3. He's got 6 on the night, and it's back to a Sacred Heart lead. Another deep 3, G. Range,
absolutely no problem for seemingly any of these teams, and we could tell last year when we saw him play this basketball game, as soon as he grew in height, he was going to be a player.
Shadricks passes it off, now gets over to Kidd, the point guard, again on the left wing, looking to kick it inside, right down to the baseline. He's going to kick it inside of the paint and has it stripped away. Nolan taking it the other way, has a wide open teammate and Deontay Wood, but he cannot connect on the lay-in. It's going to be last touched by Oxford on the rebound, though. So Sacred Heart will set up once again. Long inbounds pass to Williams. Kicks it back out to Heath. Surveying the defense. He's got a one-on-one matchup here. Pulls up the jump shot. Off the back of the iron, no good. Nice rebound in there by Owens. Strong presence down low for Owens. Owens again. Foul's going to be called. They're going to say he was in the act of shooting, so Owens will go to the line to shoot 2.
Second time he's done that. Just go straight to the lane. Take it up strong. You know you're going to get fouled. So at least try to make it count. He does. And Des Owens is one of the guys who's kind of one of those unsung heroes in the football field as well. Also wore that number 3. I know you've done a couple pieces on him as the season went along. And just one of those tough high school athletes that every school wants.
Owens' second shot is in. So Yellow Jackets back on top in what has been a seesaw battle here in this semifinal game. Heath going left side. It's got Nolan down in the corner. Deion Wright keeping his eye on him though. Heath trapped, kicks it outside. Long three again, no good. Nice rebound by Heath as he follows the shot. Another three by Williams. And Sacred Heart is not scared of the three-point attempts. Williams knocks it down, 21-19. Boy, they could fill it up from deep, can't they?
You're absolutely right. And you mentioned it earlier, gave up 33 three-point attempts to Weaver. So this is a team that really wants to pack you down low, and they'll let you shoot that outside shot, and Sacred Heart is making you pay.
And I think I remember talking to somebody before the Oxford quarterfinal game, and that was kind of the strategy. They were going to allow Weaver, because they were such a penetrating team, they're going to run a little matchup zone and just make sure the penetration was cut out, allow Weaver to shoot the three. Now, luckily, Weaver wasn't quite as accurate as maybe they have been all season. They were able to capitalize on that and take the win. They might need a different strategy against Sacred Heart because they have shown the ability to knock that shot down.
And that's where the adjustments come in. We talk about both these coaches, Van Meter and Coach Graves. One of the things Coach Van Meter might do from here on out is really set their defense a little bit higher and really forcing them to play all the way through the perimeter from top of the key all the way down to the bottom.
Kidd dribbling, knocks it off over to the right. He's got the pick inside the lane with the right hand. Can't go, though. Rebound, Sacred Heart. Cardinals back the other way. DJ Heath between the legs, in the lane. Now kicks it back out. Williams again. You gotta be kidding me.
These guys are fun to watch, I tell you.
Good night. And that could have been a foul called as Williams rolled down to the ground after the shot. Nice look inside. Williams turnaround jump shot. That goes down, and he'll get a chance for the old school three. He'll go to the line for one more.
You're starting to really see an ebb and flow into this game. You're starting to see Sacred Heart really try to penetrate, go outside. And you're seeing Oxford start outside, go inside, down to guys like Des Williams or Des Owens. And so far, Des making a pay.
Off the mark on the free throw attempt, so Sacred Heart still with a three-point lead. Williams thinks about the three, kicks it inside a little bit, and is a little bit long on the baseline shot. Heath on the other side off the rebound. No good off the back of the iron. Owens with the rebound. That's going to be a foul called down low. I think they're going to get Heath on the reach.
It's really strength versus strength against both these teams. And I guess one of the things that's really surprised me and really impressed me about Sacred Heart is their ability to go after every missed shot. There's always somebody around the basketball. Let you know that they're all about effort, all about toughness, all about physicality, trying to get every single rebound.
That's the first foul on Heath, the fourth team foul for Sacred Heart, so neither team close to the bonus as of yet. We still got 4:19 to play, though, here in the second period. Nice move on the inside. McClendon pull-up jump shot, knocks it down. That's what Oxford needs to get the ball closer down into the paint. See if they can get some easy buckets.
McClendon will be a star for a long time for these Oxford Yellow Jackets, getting quality minutes here in a big-time tournament. Just a freshman. So we'll be hearing his name for a long time to come.
They're going to call the foul. I believe they're going to get Deontay Wood before the shot. Yeah, they'll get him with the charge. He definitely led with that left shoulder. And I would say it's a nice sell job, but I think that was just a true on charge.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a good call there by the officials. They're just doing a good job so far regulating this game because both teams are really physical and they're letting them play.
So under 4 to play. Oxford trailing Sacred Heart 24-23. Back for more in a moment on TV 24.
What do you want to get done today? Want to take the loader off? Bing, bang, boom. Need to connect a mower deck? Oh, look, you just did. The one family subcompact tractor with dozens of attachments, only from John Deere. Now, how can you top that tomorrow? That's how we run, and nothing runs like a Deere.
Stop by Snead Ag Supply for great deals going on now. 7 convenient locations or online at sneadag.com.
When it comes to great tasting barbecue, nobody does it better than Dad's Barbecue. Dad's Barbecue is slow hickory cooked to perfection, and Dad's menu includes a wide selection of popular items such as our smoked chicken sandwich, ribs, salads, and the best chicken fingers in town. And Dad's does catering, so let Dad's take care of your next party, family reunion, church function, or any type of get-together. Family owned since 1985. Dad's Barbecue, with locations in Anniston and Rainbow City.
And there the Oxford student section. There you see a couple of football players, Rock Thomas and Desmond Owens, both very, well, let's say they're better football players than they are dancers. What do you think? I'm not so sure that, let's just be glad they can do something with the pads on, because that dance is awful.
That shot of Des Owens right there actually leads to a correction. Number 3 on the floor is Desmond Owens. He's not the same football player that wore the number 3, also called Des Owens. So my apologies there on the name mix-up for both those Des Owens. One is a good basketball player, the other is a trying to be wannabe dancer.
You know, I think Joel Van Meter would love to see the other Des Owens in there as well. Could you imagine that body down there trying to get some rebounds? I'm pretty sure he could hold his own down there in the low post. Deion Wright's got the ball, long cross-court pass to the other Desmond Owens, and nice runner in the lane off with the right hand, and gives the Yellow Jackets the lead back at 25-24.
Already 9 points for Desmond Owens. Fantastic job so far for these Oxford Yellow Jackets, kind of going blow for blow with Sacred Heart, 25-24.
Oh, nice steal there, almost by Kidd. Tight defense. Oxford has certainly pressed their defensive coverage here so far out of this last TV timeout. Williams now with the left wing. McClendon all over him. Clay Bishop again. Defense is there. Rebound is not. Yeah, loose ball on the floor. And it's going to be picked up by Quinn Williams. And I believe they're going to get the timeout call. Nice hustle play by number 11. They're going to get the 30-second call, I think. Yes, they'll have a 30-second timeout. So nice heads-up play there by the junior.
Good hustle there as well. And see, watch everybody crash to the basketball. See Jake Peoples down there. You see Williams down there, and easily got that timeout in beforehand. Good heads-up play. Still 3 timeouts to go before the half. Let's take a look at the Cardinal with lots to smile about, and there's a lot of Sacred Heart faithful out here as well.
I tell you, it's got to be good for that school. You know, it's one of the things that bring pride to the school. You know, a lot of people wonder what athletics do for education. Well, you can see it here. I mean, this is bringing a lot of school pride back to all these fans that are here, not only just family and friends, but also students, parents, and everybody that's surrounding the program. Just something to really hang your hat on whenever you're a 1A school and being able to compete such as they are so far tonight.
Absolutely. Sports has usually always been the social equalizer, and you're seeing it here with Sacred Heart.
So Nolan with it, picks up his dribble, gets it to Heath, back to Nolan. Another long 3, off the mark, no good. Wright with a rebound, fastly up the court. Goes a little out of control. They're going to get Heath on the block. Good call, didn't quite have his feet set and kind of running out of position there.
It's good physical play by both of those guys. And they both want to be aggressive, so sometimes you can use your aggression against the other. Wright did a good job right there.
Off the mark, no good. Bishop almost pulls in the rebound and almost had the over-the-back call as well, so Sacred Heart pushes it back the other way. Heath, dribble, penetrates, gets it back out. Nice pull-around jump shot. Deontay Wood in the paint. And it's another lead change tonight.
Nice play. Just take a look, just jump stop. Great play there by the freshman.
So right now with the ball. Back over to Kidd. Now to McClendon. Trying to open this floor up a little bit. McClendon penetrates now with the left hand. Kicks it over to Owens. Stolen away by Nolan. Looking for help. Finds it. 3. No good off the back iron. And that is going to be a rebound down low by Wright. So Jake Peoples tried another 3 attempts. I have to know how many 3-point attempts we've got so far tonight for Sacred Heart.
Right.
They might have more 3s than they do 2s.
Credit Sacred Heart though. They're trying to get the shot they want, and really no shot is out of range for them.
Kidd, nice. Ball movement, kicks it back out to Owens. Doesn't like the look at the top of the key. Now to Wright. Pull-up jump shot. No good. And they're going to get Owens in there for a little wild coming in for the rebound.
Try to fly high in there. Let's take a look here in the replay. Wright got that ball right off the back iron. I think it's a good call by the officials.
So Clay Bishop will take a seat on the bench as Dante Lauderdale will come in, the sophomore, in place of Bishop. And Solomon Shadrick's at the scores table. So Oxford is going to try and use some of this depth with 1:04 to go here in the second quarter. Any minute counts when you're getting to rest up your starters. And it's going to be a foul called down low. I think they're going to get Kidd, if I'm not mistaken. And that is going to be on Kidd. It's going to be a hold on him. So no shooting violation. Sacred Heart will inbound from the baseline. And Lauderdale's stint on the court, short-lived. Yeah, about 13 seconds. As Shadrick's coming in for him. Less than a minute to go. Sacred Heart down low. And that is just another good move. I'd say Deontay Wood is impressive with his strength and touch down low.
And we talked about McClendon earlier. Deontay Wood is also a freshman. We'll see him around here at the Peep for many years to come.
Nice move right to get to the lane. No good on the shot, and it is rejected by the man we just talked about, Deontay Wood. Offensive side and defensive side, the freshman forward is impressive.
He absolutely is. That's just a great use of your body, and to be in that much control of your body at such a young age.
He's got the old kid and play going too.
He does. You have to respect it. He got the high top fade and the game to go with it.
He's thinking more like block party down there earlier just instead of the old house party. Does that bring back, is that too old school? Is that not?
I think you're dating us a little bit.
I think so. 20 seconds to go here in the second quarter, 28-25. Sacred Heart on top. And Sacred Heart's going to play for the final shot. DJ Heath now, another freshman that we just keep talking about him tonight. 6 seconds to go. Got to move under 5. He's got the pick on the left side. He's going to take it to the right side himself instead. Shot going to be no good and off the mark. But nevertheless, the Cardinals impressive in the first half of tonight's matchup against the Oxford Yellow Jackets. They lead Oxford 28-25. John Holder courtside with Sacred Heart's head coach. John?
All right, Coach Graves, early in the game, you fell behind 8-2. You called timeout. You were pretty adamant with your basketball team about something in the huddle. What was your message to them?
They got to rise to the occasion, man. When the lights come on, you got to be ready to play. It don't matter who you playing. Every time you step on this floor, you got to be ready to go. So that's what I was getting on to them about. They looked a little shell-shocked.
You were adamant in that conversation. Now you're going in at halftime. Your team responded very well. You've got the lead here at the half. What's your message to the guys at halftime?
I mean, you have to finish the game, man. Just playing one half is not good enough. We got to play 4 quarters, and we got to complete the game. And if we do that, we'll come out well with the win.
Coach, best of luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Coach Graves of Sacred Heart, and they lead it here, guys, at the half by 3.
Thank you, John. Good work down there. And like you said, they come out a little bit slow, but boy, they certainly did finish off that first half pretty impressively.
Absolutely.
So we will come back to Pete Matthews Coliseum in just a moment. We are 9 minutes into the halftime break. We'll come back and kind of square things up here at the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament. You're watching the tournament right here live on TV 24. Back with more in just a moment.
Why is everyone making the switch to a new Ford at Buster Miles Ford in Heflin? It's the great service, the great selection, and the great deals, like savings of $12,000 off a new 2013 F-150 Super Crew, or the new 2013 Ford Edge SE for only $23,999, plus 0% for 60 months on most new Fords. So find out why everyone's making the switch to America's #1 selling brand at Buster Miles Ford in Heflin, I-20 exit 199, the difference worth driving since 1947.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99 and then bring it in for free refills throughout the year. That's right, free popcorn for a full year. Your locally owned and operated Grub Mart, in business for over 72 years.
Hi, my name is Reverend Jeffrey C. Williams, the owner and licensed funeral director of Anderson Funeral Services. At Anderson Funeral Services, we are compassionate and caring individuals committed to providing quality and professional service at affordable prices. We are where service begins and never ends, and love is what love does.
Aniston Funeral Services offers affordable services to meet any need for all families. Aniston Funeral Services, 630 South Wilmer Avenue, where service begins and never ends.
Midtown Outlet and Room by Room has everything you need to turn your house into a home. Give your bedroom a new look with this 12-piece bedroom package, which includes queen bed, dresser, mirror, nightstand, mattress set, and 4-piece comforter set for only $10.95. Catch the next big game in a new Ashley recliner for $2.95 or power recliner for $4.95. We continually search for the best buys and values in the furniture market to get you the best furniture for your money. Midtown Outlet and Room by Room, helping you turn your house into a home.
The 2014 Calhoun County Basketball Tournament is brought to you by the Calhoun County Commission.
And we're back at the Pete Matthews Coliseum, the site of the 2014 Calhoun County Basketball Tournament, where the 3-time defending champion Oxford Yellow Jackets trails Sacred Heart at halftime, 28-25. John Holder is with us, sideline or baseline, should we say. Sideline was about a month ago. John, what you got for us, bud?
All right, Chad and Gerhard, very special guests at this time. You know, to put on the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament, a lot of hard work goes on behind the scenes. Bob Phillips is the principal at Faith Christian School. Of course, each year it rotates amongst the county schools who plays host. Faith Christian is the host school this year, and I have heard nothing but rave reviews all week long about the job that Faith Christian School has done in hosting this year's county tournament.
Well, I can't help to be relieved because this has been a lot of stress on us with a small school having to do this. I've gone through 2 or 3 of these, but I was at Aniston High School where we had huge numbers of faculty and staff to help. Faith Christian's effort has been an amazing thanksgiving to the Lord, because we've had parents come out of the woodworks and give us the kind of support that I just would not have even imagined. As you know, being a parent at Faith Christian School is like joining a family. And all we had to do is say, we need help. We have a monumental task of running the greatest interscholastic event in Northeast Alabama, and folks were coming out of everywhere. We've just been very fortunate. Pam Fitzgerald, our Dean of Academics, has done a great job with the hospitality room. And you know, the mark of whether you do a successful job or not of running the tournament is your hospitality room. If you have a good one, it's a good tournament.
That's very true. Your athletic director, Denny Bailey, his first year as AD, and he comes in and it's Faith year as the host, not only the county basketball, but all the other county events as well. So he's had it put on him right here in the first year.
Well, that's why we hired Denny, because he was principal of Aniston High School, and he's done this before. And I made sure he signed his contract before we told him that we were hosting the tournaments this year, and so he couldn't go anywhere. But he said, Bob, no problem. We'll do a bang-up job, and he's just made it very easy on me. And our coaches have been here to pitch in, but the main key for our success are our parents. We have several parents who own restaurants, and they've kicked in to provide us with donations. It's just been a very, very good team effort by everyone.
You know, when you have an event like this, you talk about the school, you're talking about K through 12, and I know every child brought something from home to contribute to the tournament, pack of potato chips or a Pepsi or something like that, and each individual classroom brought something additional. So this has been a school-wide effort with virtually every child, every family at Faith Christian K through 12 has been involved in supporting this.
Exactly. Every child, and you know, that's the beauty of having a Christian school where you have pre-kindergarten through 12 under the same roof. And it's just a team effort. And you're right, I had little girls walking up to me with gallon jugs of tea. Coach Phillips, this is for the hospitality room, and it makes you have a little chill in your spine when you see the kids all pitching in like that. And we've got a lot of elementary kids here tonight. Just we help support and cheer on the teams that are playing.
Faith Christian doing a great job. Congratulations on a great tournament. Thank you for the job that you're doing.
And we appreciate all y'all have done. Y'all have just been a wonderful support of the county tournament for as long as I can remember, and we appreciate Channel 24.
Appreciate you. Bob Phillips is the principal at Faith Christian School. Gerhard and Chad are hosts this year of the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament.
Thank you, John. Appreciate your hard work down there, and I appreciate definitely the hard work of all the folks at Faith, because this is a tremendous undertaking to have, especially when you're a 1A school like John mentioned.
Yeah, you're right. And with Faith Christian, and John mentioned it earlier, you have to now host the baseball tournament, the softball tournament.
Congratulations.
Exactly, and there's so much that goes into it, and Faith so far has done a fantastic job all week long.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get some of the hospitality room they were talking about earlier. I'm going to have to slide in there between games at some point.
You will.
So we got a good one, though. We got a big second half coming up between Oxford and Sacred Heart, 28-25. Sacred Heart lead Oxford at this point, and I know we just got a couple minutes left here at halftime, but big matchup, and could be a huge upset on the dock up here.
It's brewing that way, and obviously, you don't want to count anything before they hatch. But as Coach Graves talked about, what this team was able to do, John mentioned it. They settled down. They were down 8-2. You mentioned it. They settled down after being down 14-7. So when they get down, they don't panic, and and when you add that with great shooting touch, a lot of players that can go farther off, you can tell that this team is ready to play.
We'll see what that second half looks like when we come back from break. You're watching the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament live right here on TV 24.
The physical therapists and athletic trainers at Dr. Clinton Ray Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy are dedicated to bringing the patients of Northeast Alabama the most advanced therapy treatments available to return you to your active lifestyle. Dr. Clinton Ray and Dr. Jeffrey Lawler are both committed to providing excellent surgical care of your orthopedic needs. The doctors and therapy staff have the desire and experience to treat you like a world-class athlete, but with a personal touch.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of Fred Wilson, Tim Hodges, Don Hudson, J.D. Hess, and Rudy Abbott, asks that you take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. With our beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums, our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly support the arts. If you're considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. You'll be glad you did.
Scott, you not know it's January out here. Chad, the deals are so hot here at Cooper Chevrolet, I thought I'd work on my tan. Good Lord knows you need one.
The deals are hot at Cooper Chevrolet Buick. Save big on remaining 2013 Buicks priced thousands under invoice, like 2013 Buick Enclave. Save up to $6,000 off MSRP. Or the Buick LaCrosse. Get up to $4,500 in discounts. Cold weather brings out the hottest deals. Only at Cooper Chevrolet Buick, South Quintard in Anniston.
Chad, does it look like I need some more lotion on?
Welcome to Hubbard's Off Main, where every guest is valued. We look forward to serving you from the heart of our city in historic downtown Oxford. Hubbard's Off Main offers a full lunch menu of some down-home cooking with meat and vegetable plates, all in 40 minutes or less. An upscale dinner is prepared by our executive chef, Brett Jenkins, and sous chef, Jeremy Minton, every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Hubbard's Off Main, a unique dining experience.
Does this sound familiar?
I have been waiting for 2 years for my husband to do the things on this list. Can you help me?
Yeah, let me help you find somebody with that.
Come in today and let us show you how to boogie down that to-do list. We can dance all your troubles away and help you get on the right track. We can help you with all your home improvement projects. Let us break down your to-do list and help you take back your weekend.
Come visit us at Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware and find out why we're different. And don't forget to sign up for your Ace Reward.
And we are back to start the second half of tonight's matchup. Semifinal round game with a trip to the championship on the line. No 1A school has ever done so. Sacred Heart trying to be the first tonight. They lead 28-25 heading into the second break. And my goodness, we talked about him right before we went to break at the end of the first half, and Deontay Wood has just been phenomenal tonight.
Commit this name to memory, those of you watching out there. He is one fantastic player, Deontay Wood.
Nice,
so athletic.
Easy look down low by Owens. I'm sure Raphael Graves would have to say something about that. But, you know, going back to Wood just a little bit, he's a tall kid for a ninth grader. Your feet usually aren't that slick at that age. You haven't quite grown into it, but he is very smooth out there.
It's the body control as well. I mean, a lot of times your coordination can't keep up with the rate of speed you're going with. As Nolan hits another nice shot.
A one-handed runner in the lane goes down, so Sacred Heart with nice 2 buckets here to start out the second half. 32-27, right. Goes baseline. Defended by Wood. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound. Wanting to push it is Heath. Looking for, oh wow, what a pass. One-handed pass down low, and that is basketball, folks.
Absolutely. We talk about this in football a lot. The first 5 minutes coming out of halftime are key. And so far, Sacred Heart's winning that.
It was a nice bucket down low by Williams, but the pass by DJ Heath was even more impressive. There were 3 Yellow Jacket defenders in between him and Williams before that ball got down there into the block. And that is just incredible. They are out firing in the third quarter. Joel Van Meter saying, guys, we got to step up and play our best.
You're absolutely right. And the question for Sacred Heart will be, and we touched on this in the first half, and it's going to really, matter here in the second half, is if they can keep this up throughout the entire game. I mean, they've really only substituted one other player, and so we'll see if they can, keep this up for the entire second half, especially in that third and fourth quarter, the way that Oxford likes to run the basketball.
So Kidd slowly up the court, taking his time. Finds McClendon on the right wing. Kicks it back top of the key right, back over to Kidd. Sets the pick, goes in the lane. Nice dish down to Owens. And the 2-point shot is good. Always makes me nervous. No backboard on that short baseline jumper. Nice defense there by Clay. And Heath again taking his time, calling up the play. Peoples sets the pick. Up with the pull-up jump shot. Front of the iron, barely skims the rim, and it's going to go out.
Not sure if that one wasn't tipped a little bit as they headed up to the rim.
I think the Oxford fans know what they think about the shot. Kidd inbounds to McClendon, who gives it right back to the point guard. 5:45 to go. Nice spin move by Kidd. Oxford's moving. Sacred Heart's defense just moving a little bit better. They really rotating really well off them picks. Fast movement. McClendon gets the open look for 3. Down in the corner, no good. Rebound by Kidd. Shot is put back. They're going to want contact, but there is none called.
They did a good job, Sacred Heart's defense, trapping the ball up top, and that really left McClendon wide open, but also leaves backside rebounds open as well, and they were looking for it, but they didn't get it.
So Shaddricks checks in for McClendon, right with a 3-point shot, no good. Heath with the rebound, wants to push. Yellow Jackets doing a fine job, though, of getting back in time. Owens almost with a reach. Loose ball on the floor, wide open 3 for Peoples. Off the iron, no good. Rebound Owens. Kidd now pushing it. He's got the 3-point threat in the corner, who goes baseline. Shaddricks will be fouled on the floor.
Good heads-up play there by Shaddricks. Saw the opening down the baseline. Let's take a look. Once again, clear foul. Look to get the continuation on it. Referee calls it on the floor. A good call there.
Clay Bishop was open down in the post. Can't handle the inbounds pass, though. Goes off his fingertips. And it will be Sacred Heart ball. 34-29, Cardinals lead.
So Oxford playing a little light pressure, making Sacred Heart play the entire floor.
Williams for 3. Off the front of the iron, no good. So the 3 has not been kind to Sacred Heart here in the second half.
Right, and they're guarding it a lot better too. And that's one of the adjustments we thought that Coach Van Meter would take after Sacred Heart went on a barrage of scoring with tons of 3-pointers. One of the adjustments so far in the second half is guarding that.
Right, nice move inside, and that's just a good strong move by the junior guard. Puts it off the glass and in. Lead down to 3.
We saw that in the first half as well. That's a big part of his game, just taking it, penetrating it, and muscling his way for 2.
Oxford looking to press a little bit, but doing a nice job The spacing there was really nice for Sacred Heart. Easy to break the press. Quinn Williams down low off the glass and in. Boy, I tell you, he's a strong kid. You kind of wish you could see him in some football pads to see what kind of running back he'd be. Big kid, strong, certainly athletic.
Got some quick feet.
He's got 13 points on the night to lead all scorers. Of course, he led Sacred Heart in their quarterfinal round win as well. Bishop looks down low to Owens. That's 2 nice buckets down low for Oxford as that one goes off the glass and in. Good feed there by Bishop as the defense collapsed down on him. Gets the shot to drop. So it's a 3-point lead for the Cardinals. We'll come back with more here at Pete Matthews Coliseum.
It's never easy to discuss the passing of a loved one. The professional staff at Chapel Hill Funeral Home will make this difficult time as comfortable as possible. More people than ever are planning ahead to make their final arrangements. We offer affordable alternatives to expensive funeral home and cremation services. We can assist you in the selection of caskets, graveside services, and cremation urns. Chapel Hill Funeral Home, a member of the Dignity Memorial Network, is where friends and family have gathered to share grief since 1981.
Is your tax refund here and the life of your vehicle is gone? Here at Jacksonville Auto Sales, we can help. Hello folks, I'm Marty Boyles, and my main goal is to make sure you find the vehicle that meets your needs and fits your budget. Not only do we offer the best prices and selection in the area, Jacksonville Auto Sales is also committed to providing you with a very pleasant buying experience. So stop by and see us today across from Walmart in Jacksonville, or find us on the web at jascars.com. Jacksonville Auto Sales, home of the no rigmarole deal.
So there is the Oxford student section as they are watching their Yellow Jackets trail tonight, 36-33. This is the second game of a 4-game slate tonight. The Anniston girls already upended Piedmont in the first quarterfinal or semifinal game tonight. They will take on the winner of Jacksonville and Oxford on the girls' side, which will tip off immediately following this game. So we got 4 games. This is the second of those. And right now, Oxford is looking to punch their ticket, but Sacred Heart having something to say about that. Can they knock off the 3-time defending champion? Wright gets the ball after the steal. Shadrick's in the corner. Dribble penetration, pull-up jump shot off the front of the iron, no good. Heath brings it back. Again, 4 white jerseys before he can get the ball across the timeline.
Oxford is content right now with taking away the 3-point shot for Sacred Heart and telling Sacred Heart you have to beat us another way.
Williams for 3. Off the mark there. Just didn't look clean coming off the hand there. And they have yet to find their mark from behind the arc, which was so impressive and so good for them in the first half. They've been unable to knock down one of those shots here so far.
Credit the adjustment there by Joel Van Meter, and we'll see what Coach Graves has to offer down low. They'll try to probably get into Deontay Wood, see if he can take advantage of a.
Nolan and Heath pretty much going back and forth now. Williams back around to Heath. Finally get the ball inside, and the wild attempt by Heath is no good. Wright has it, pushing it quickly. Straight to the rim, off the glass and in. Nice, impressive move by the junior.
And it looks like the pace of this game, the way Oxford wants to play when they're on offense is push it. The way Oxford wants to play when they're on defense is make Sacred Heart run a set play. This pace really favors Oxford, the way that it's going back and forth. We'll see if Sacred Heart can muster up any kind of half-court offense here.
Joel Van Meter would love if I actually said the right thing in saying that Deion Wright was a junior. He's actually a senior. Although Van Meter would love to have him for another year if we could make that work, but it's not going to happen. He is a senior. So I'm correcting myself there. And down in the corner, long shot again. The 3 won't go for Sacred Heart. Long, loose ball. Kidd comes up with it, gives it back out to Wright. So Oxford, under a minute to play, has a chance to take the lead back for the first time in a while. Shadrick's for 3, knocks it down. His second tray of the night, and they got a 2-point lead.
He's one of the best shooters on Oxford's basketball team, and We saw earlier in the first half, went for three on the wing, missed it the exact same spot, shot it again. He's got a shooter's touch there in the corner, bangs another one home. 6 points for him.
Doesn't hesitate. So we're about at the 32nd mark of the third quarter. Another three for Sacred Heart. This one finally drops. Kevin Nolan with a timely three to put his Cardinals back on top, 39-38.
Oxford's number 23 knocks a three-pointer. I'll see you that as well. Sacred Heart's number 23 knocks down a three-pointer.
So they have been cold in the third quarter, come through with a big one there at the end. Oxford with a chance, though, to take back the lead, under 10 to go. Wright kicks it out. And in the lane is Owens off the back of the iron. Don't know how that one didn't fall. Sacred Heart with the rebound, and that will do it for the third quarter. What an amazing contest we got going here. A one-point game with 8 minutes to play. We'll see those 8 minutes when we return to Pete Matthews Coliseum on the campus of Jacksonville State University. Semifinal round of the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament live on TV 24. Back for the final quarter in a second.
All of our staff here at Sonny King Honda, we would like to thank you for a fantastic 2013 and would like to invite you in 2014 to see our great lineup of new Hondas. Come in and check out our all-new 2014 Accord Hybrid with 50 miles per gallon in the city. Also check out our new Odyssey, a new Pilot built right here in your own backyard in Lincoln, Alabama. Right here at Sonny King Honda, exit 188 off Interstate 20, where customer satisfaction is king.
What do you want to get done today? Want to take the loader off? Bing, bang, boom. Need to connect a mower deck? Oh, look, you just did. The one family subcompact tractor with dozens of attachments, only from John Deere. Now, how can you top that tomorrow? That's how we run, and nothing runs like a Deere.
Stop by Snead Ag Supply for great deals going on now. 7 convenient locations or online at sneadag.com.
You want drama, you got it. It's a one-point game with 8 minutes to go. And Gerhardt, so far, this one has lived up to the billing as what everybody expected it to be.
Yeah, you're right. And it really has different kind of flows and the different rhythms in this game. That's what's keeping the energy of this game really high. So far, the Oxford Yellow Jackets really owned the first part of that third quarter, and Sacred Heart really used the tail end of it to get back into their game as well. So we'll see how this final 8 minutes shakes out between these two tough teams looking for a spot in the finals.
So we talked about depth earlier. Oxford really hasn't used much depth themselves. Right now, the only ones you're seeing really off the bench, Bishop and Shadricks, and a couple of other guys maybe have changed back and forth, but for the most part, it's been the same faces. So Sacred Heart looking pretty good here with the legs as they lead by one. Bishop, baseline. Back out to Shadricks. Thought about it for a second. Now goes into the lane with the right hand. Kicks it out. Nice dish down to Owens. And they got the lead back.
Good vision there by Solomon Shadricks. Things can get kind of congested down low. Nice bounce off pass, and Desmond Owens finishes it.
Nice move by Wood again. That's what we saw at the end of the first half and at the beginning of the second. It seems like in the last 2 minutes, first 2 minutes, he just has another gear.
He does, and he gets the basketball in his hands, and his length is so long, the way his legs move and the way his feet work. And we've talked about this, and it really can't go understated that the way his feet move and the way he has such control over his body is just so phenomenal to see out of a freshman. And when you add that to just pure talent, got something special.
Yeah, he's going to be a special player for some time here. Got a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Yellow Jackets. They trail by one, 41-40.
That's got to be comforting for Coach Graves to know that he's got a guy that can post you down low, take the ball high, shoot from anywhere, and he's got good vision.
McClendon thought about the three, thinks otherwise. To Wright, now to Kidd for three. Off the front iron, no good. Strong rebound inside by Owens, but it is swatted away by Wood. McClendon stolen away by Wood. Two big defensive plays there by the freshman. Three in the corner, no good. Last touched by Wood, and Oxford basketball.
Tell you what, Deontay Wood, taking a good look at him right there. He only has 8 points, but he's affected this game in every facet.
I was going to say the leading scorer right now is Williams, but I think Wood could be the most valuable player on the court so far tonight for Sacred Heart. Dish down low to Owens, who's been strong in the paint. They're going to say it's a foul on the floor, no shot. Tia Owens certainly knows what to do with the basketball once he gets within that lane.
And he's so strong with it, too. He's got so much confidence to take it on anybody.
Inlet pass to the best shooter on the court for Oxford, and Shadrix knocks it down. His third three of the night, and they got a 2-point lead, 43-41. Back the other way, Nolan tries to answer, does not go. So Kidd with the rebound. Or excuse me, McClendon with the rebound, gives it off to Kidd. Now back to right across the timeline. 5:43 to go, still got a 2-point game. Shot, no good. Back iron, rebound Sacred Heart. Heath looking to push. For three, off the back, no good. Peoples, it's a 3-point contest right now.
Now they got Deontay Wood to guard that outside.
Wow, I don't know how many steps he took, but it didn't matter. Wood is there for the block anyway. Kidd gonna have it stolen away by Williams. And he had a wide open look at the basket. They're gonna call the foul on the floor by Kidd. That is a headsy call or play by Kidd.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Both these teams have really, really high basketball IQs. They know exactly what to do with it. And that's really is a coach thing that comes down, and both these teams have really played heads-up basketball and really clean basketball as well. Only 4 fouls here in the second half combined.
Heath for three. That one is strong off the back rim, no good. Kidd with the board down low off the right. Trying to hurry it up a little bit, gets it across the half-court stripe. And Peoples is coming out on the ball defending it. Williams as well. Sacred Heart not just sitting back in a complacent defense, trying to force some pressure. Peoples with a loose ball. Now Kidd, shot off the back iron, no good. It was off the glass. Looks like it was going to drop, but it rims out. Nolan to Heath. And instead of his penetration, Rafael Graves wants a full timeout with 4:16 to play. Smart idea there by the head coach. It was getting kind of erratic, a lot of threes being put up, not enough really attention to finding the right shot for Sacred Heart.
Again, I'll go back to the first half. John pointed it at halftime. 8-2 was the game, and he took him in, and apparently he said something that really revived him, really got their feet settled in. This is a game where not a lot of timeouts have been used, so we'll see what they have been doing and what they will do after this.
So we got some of the T-shirts. John Holder down at baseline with some of the cheerleaders.
All right, guys, we're throwing out these T-shirts from Dr. Clinton Ray, Dr. Jeffrey Waller, providing our T-shirts, much like during football season when we have the touchdown T-shirts. Instead, these are county tournament T-shirts. A lot of folks wearing these guys around the Coliseum, and the Sacred Heart cheerleaders doing a good job of throwing these out on the Sacred Heart end. So we'll throw some down on the Oxford end before the game's over.
Looks like we've got a little domestic disturbance down there, too. A little fight going on. That's an important T-shirt, apparently.
Those things are hot commodities right now at Pete Matthews Coliseum. We'll be throwing those out for the rest of the night tonight and tomorrow. So come to Pete Matthews. You'll see some great basketball action. You might get a T-shirt as well.
Of course, Dr. Ray and Dr. Lawler, both of the touchdown T-shirts that we throw out during the football season. They're always proud sponsors of the high school productions that we bring for you guys and allow you to see on a Friday night. And now, again, on a Friday night, just a different shaped basketball and football there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And we'll see Sacred Heart come out with the basketball. We'll see what they can do here with 4 minutes to go in the game.
And they launch another three right out of the break, and Wright is ready to drain it. 16 points on the night. Sacred Heart with a 44-43 lead.
That's another deep three-point.
Right top of the key, defended, goes to the lane with the right hand off the glass and in. That is going to be a 3-point play attempt with 3:42 to go. Beautiful, strong move. You see the defense on the back just a little bit late. I believe it should be a TV timeout before the shot. We'll have to wait and see how they call this. And yes, it will be the under 4 TV timeout. So when we come back, Wright will have one free throw to go as the Yellow Jackets lead 45-44. Last stanza of this game coming up and moments away. Stay with us right here live on TV 24.
Midtown Outlet and Room by Room has everything you need to turn your house into a home. Give your bedroom a new look with this 12-piece bedroom package, which includes queen bed, dresser, mirror, nightstand, mattress set, and 4-piece comforter set for only $10.95. Catch the next big game in a new Ashley recliner for $2.95 or power recliner for $4.95. We continually search for the best buys and values in the furniture market to get you the best furniture for your money. Midtown Outlet and Room by Room, helping you turn your house into a home.
Welcome to Hubbard's off Main, where every guest is valued. We look forward to serving you from the heart of our city in historic downtown Oxford. Hubbard's off Main offers a full lunch menu of some down-home cooking with meat and vegetable plates, all in 40 minutes or less. An upscale dinner is prepared by our executive chef, Brett Jenkins, and sous chef, Jeremy Minton, every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Hubbard's off Main, a unique dining experience.
Oxford folks would get a chance to get some of those t-shirts. Oxford cheerleaders, do your thing.
And so we're back. Thanks, John. And let's just make a correction off the bat here. Right. We've been calling number 3 Desmond Owens all night. That's what's on the program course. And we even made mention that, well, that sucks. There's another Des Owens on the baseline up
who wears
there,
number 3 in football.
Who wears number 3 in football. So a little bit of confusion there, but it's Q Mason. And we'd like to apologize out there for the name correction. And Wright comes out, drops in the free throw, 46-44. Yellow Jackets on top by 2 with under 4 to go.
And Q has been huge, going back to him. 15 points for him on the day. Second leading scorer overall, right next to Williams, Quinn Williams of Sacred Heart. So Q Mason's done a fantastic job for this Oxford basketball team today.
Absolutely has. Strong move inside, little contact, no call though. Wood is able to put it up and in and give him 10 on the night. We got a 2-point game.
Tell you what, he's so impressive to watch. He is so impressive.
Loose ball, Kid having some trouble. And they're gonna call the foul. I think they're gonna get Heath on the foul. Either it's him or Williams won.
Williams wants it.
That's because Heath has 4 fouls now. They're gonna get DJ Heath on the call. That's why Williams was trying to take credit for it and keep his guard out of foul trouble, but one more and he's gone. So the first time we really mentioned foul trouble tonight. Stolen away by Williams. Got a free look at the lane. Here comes Q and does not get there in time. Beautiful steal by Williams. He's got 18 points on the night, leads all scores, and his team is up by 2. Wright can't control the pass, goes out of bounds, and Sacred Heart basketball.
2 straight turnovers for the Oxford Yellow Jackets. See if Sacred Heart can turn these things into points. And right now, this is big. This is really clutch at this time to really take advantage of other teams' mistakes.
So Wood again tries to go baseline. Mason there to defend him. Wood again crosses through the paint. This one's off his foot, and that's going to be Oxford basketball. Big turnover. Every possession now from this point on is huge for both schools.
Yes, yes it is. And really the defensive strategy for both sides as well is really, really big. And as you see, Sacred Heart going on a little bit of pressure.
Williams went for the gamble in the steal, doesn't get it. McClendon winds up with a wide open 3, no good, but Shadrick's there with a putback, won't go. Rebound, Sacred Heart. Heath quickly into the paint, jump stop, and that rolls in. 4-point lead for the Cardinal.
Huge play there, huge, huge play from DJ Heath.
Kidd kicks it down. Baseline. Shadricks knocks it down again. It's a 1-point game with 1:44 to go.
Give him 3 3-pointers on the day. He's been absolutely a monster. 4 3-pointers on the day. 12 points all on the 3.
Wood quickly down. Back iron no good. Rebound McClendon. Yellow Jackets with a chance to take the lead. 1:30 to go. Wright drives the lane, and they're going to call a push on the floor. Who's this foul going to be on? And that foul is going to be called on Peoples. So thankfully, that is only his second. And we got a timeout on the floor. I tell you, this intensity has been ramped up quickly in these last few minutes, is it not?
And you can see the way both teams want to play. Sacred Heart really wants to play inside and get the ball and run the offense through Deontay Wood. You see Oxford taking with Dion Wright, penetrating low, and knowing they have shooters on the outside. Sometimes Sacred Heart doesn't go out there, sometimes they do. The times they don't go out there, Solomon Shadricks and McClendon have made them pay so far, and three huge three-pointers for Shadricks in this game, and it keeps Oxford right in it.
He's off the bench with 12. Wright's got 15 on the other side. You got 3 players in double digits for Sacred Heart. Kevion Nolan has 11. Of course, Williams with 18 and Deontay Wood with 10. So it's been a balanced scoring attack from both schools, as both have 2 in double figures. 1-point game, 1:26 to go. So many storylines to speak of. The 1A school, 6A school, never had a 1A school in the championship game. This is coming down to an outstanding finish right here at Pete Matthews Coliseum.
You have to love David fighting right in there with Goliath. Another thing to watch out for, to see a Coach Van Meter really attacks Owen, or really attacks Williams because of the fact, or sorry, Heath, because of the fact that DJ Heath does have his 4 fouls, and see if they can put him in some free throw trouble.
So Wright inbounds it from the baseline, gets it down inside to Q Mason. Glad we got his name right in time, because he has been on time. 17 points to lead the Yellow Jackets. Beautiful touch play off the inbounds pass.
Great athleticism.
Almost stolen away by Wright. That would have been a huge possession stolen away for Oxford. Wood, though, gets it down in the lane, and we got a walk called. You know, there's been a lot of gimme there by the officials tonight. There's been a few extra steps taken on a number of occasions. I thought they may have got away from with a few travels tonight on both schools, but they call that one with 1:04 to go. Oxford basketball at the baseline. Sacred Heart picking up a full court press. Kidd with the basketball out of the play. Wright again, who's been deadly with the steals tonight. And they switch, give Wright the basketball. He's had a little bit better luck with Peoples. Now they pull out for the trap. Wright to the basket, and they're gonna call the foul on Nolan. That is gonna be his 3rd.
No, they call it actually on William, on DJ Heath. It didn't look.
Where did that come from?
That's clearly on a,
no contact from Heath, and that is huge.
Wow.
Huge right there.
Yeah, you call that in the moment, and that's one of those things where the officials will go back and watch this replay, and they'll kick themselves for that one, because DJ Heath is now out of the basketball game when he had nothing to do with this play. 49.1 seconds to go.
The first free throw attempt is good. 52-50. Darren Wood is the junior that comes in for DJ Heath. That is a critical play. With 49 seconds to go, Oxford has a chance now to extend this lead to 3. Still a 1-possession game either way, though. Free throw attempt is good. So, take another look at the foul that fouled out one of the leading scorers for Sacred Heart.
And this officiating crew has done a great job all game, but they've just flat out missed that one. And
tough call there, no doubt.
And it cost them.
He was a little bit, there was a little contact on the backside, but I think the brunt of the contact came from Nolan on the front side, who stripped the basketball and really caused Wright to hit the floor. Nevertheless, that play is over and done with, and I'm sure that's what Raphael Graves is telling his team in the huddle there. Say, look, guys, we can't focus on that. We got a 3-point game. We still have everything in front of us.
They have the athletes to do so. You talked about the player that went in for Sacred Heart, Darian Wood. He got a little bit of playing time there in the first half, so it's not like a fresh face here to this game in this environment.
He's about the only one that's really come off the bench tonight for Sacred Heart. As we mentioned earlier, their depth not that critical so far tonight, as Wood is the only player to come off the bench for them, and he's in the game now. But I would say look for either Williams or Nolan from behind the arc, possibly even Peoples. All three of those have had the opportunities tonight to knock down some threes. Or do you go back inside the Deontay Wood, maybe get you a 2, possibly with a foul, and kind of extend this game a little bit? That's what Rafael Graves is going to have to figure out. Inbounds pass to Wood, who's being picked up full court by Mason. Mason doing a fine job. Wood almost loses the handle, and he goes straight to the basket, and he gets the bucket and the foul. He will go to the line and tie this thing up if he can drop one free throw.
You just end up shaking your head when you watch him play. Just watch him, just take the ball coast to coast. He knows he's going to get fouled. He takes it strong to the basket. Ladies and gentlemen, that face is a freshman. He is a freshman playing in this kind of environment. You have to tip your cap.
So the foul is on Shadracks, and we could have a tie ball game here with 38 seconds to go, and we do. Cool as ice from the line is Wood. He's got 13. We got a tied up game at 53.
And this is what you want if you want to go to the finals. You want to play some of the best. And right now, Sacred Heart is going toe-to-toe with the 3-time defending champions from Oxford.
I tell you, the last couple of years, we've seen Sacred Heart being built with what Graves has been able to do. But, if you rewind this 5 years,
right,
and told somebody, guess what? Oxford going to be a 3-time defending champion in the County tournament, because Van Meter wasn't in Oxford and they weren't really dominating either at the time. And you've got Sacred Heart, who was usually a 13 seed to 15 seed, somewhere in there. And they're going to be tied up with 38 seconds to go in the semifinal round with a chance to get to the tournament title game. I don't think anybody would have believed you.
No, you'd been institutionalized because the two programs were so far away from that moment.
Yeah.
And it tells you what a coach can do, and it tells you what some belief can do, and some support. And you heard.
And players.
And
players.
You have to have the talent as well. And
because Rafael
that.
Graves isn't doing this with mediocre players.
Right.
These are good basketball players.
These are.
Really good basketball players.
And he's putting them in the spots. And what I love about Sacred Heart right now is their body language. They have not panicked at any point in this game. And sometimes they might have got ahead of themselves. Sometimes they might have got a little too aggressive or a little too passive, but they have not panicked at any point in this game. That plays large in these last 38.8 seconds.
So Shadracks will inbound the ball as both teams are looking to pick up the full court press as Mason gets it out of the inbounds. Right now trying to beat the Sacred Heart defense down the court. Gets to the baseline, puts it up, and it rolls in. 2-point game. Sacred Heart basketball. Trying to lock it up. Wide open is the newcomer to the floor, Darren Wood. We got it tied up again. 18 seconds to go. This place is on their feet tonight. 10 seconds to go. Look for McClendon. Doesn't go. Loose ball. Mason with a putback. 4 seconds. Final shot. It's a foul called.
Good heads-up play there by Oxford. No, they have a foul to give.
That is incredibly intelligent.
Yes. Huge.
Incredibly intelligent right there.
Unbelievable heads-up play. That's what you look for out of your leader. This guy is Justin Lawler, who played this and was a team leader last year. Number 12, Dion Wright, with a huge, huge, huge play for the Oxford Yellow Jackets. The good thing it does for Sacred Heart, it lets you set up what you want to do. And now they're going to call a timeout and do just that.
But it looked like Williams was going to have one of those, a half-court shot's never great, but it's one of those where he had a look at it.
Yes.
He was in rhythm.
Yes.
He was going to get a good look at it from half-court.
Absolutely. And you see on the replay there, what a play there by Wright to get the pass, to get it open, go for the rebound, and cue Mason. What a huge, huge play for him. And then to get the foul, and they actually do add on some time here. 2.1 seconds to play. 2.1 is when that foul occurred from Dion Wright. That's more good news for Sacred Heart.
So that makes this a little bit more interesting with 2.1 seconds to go. Boy, we have just had an amazing back and forth battle. I don't think anybody scripted this.
This is exactly what you want, and everybody here at Pete Matthews Coliseum waiting for that girls game. The Oxford Yellow Jacket girls will play Jacksonville, and both of their fans are here watching this game or watch these final 2.1 seconds.
Always love the crossover games.
Yes.
Right at the end. Inbound, Williams for three.
Unbelievable. Oh. And he gets a free throw as well. That there was a whistle on that, so he will get a free throw. It's the uncharacteristic 4-point play. Leading, that's unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
Y'all, if you aren't at the game, I couldn't describe to you what was going on with any justice. I was just gonna let you hear it. That was flat out amazing. Williams, who has been dead on all night, led all scorers with 18 points. Turnaround three-point shot with 0.6 to go. And the rebound will do it.
History.
Sacred Heart slays the three-time county defending champion and moves on to the title game. The first time ever for a 1A school in the county to make it to the final game. What a finish.
You're seeing fans from all over. Fans who are not wearing any kind of Sacred Heart gear cheering for these Cardinals. History in the making here. The 63rd annual Calhoun County Basketball Tournament. A 1A school will play on Saturday.
Oh my goodness. That is just incredible. So John Holder is courtside with the hero and the coach. John.
We're going to start with Quinn Williams, who made the game-winning shot, leading scorer in the game. Just tell us about that shot.
It's crazy. I looked at the rim, threw it up, and went in. I'm lucky, man. You got one right there with me.
What does it mean for your basketball team to be in the county championship game, the smallest school in Calhoun County, the 7th smallest school in the state of Alabama?
Man, it's a blessing. Man, we always wanted to be here. Now we got here, and we're going to take it.
Congratulations, Quinn Williams with a game-winning shot. Could have been a 4-pointer. Coach Raphael Graves, Coach, just biggest win, probably the biggest moment, I guess, in Sacred Heart athletic history, right?
Yes, it is, man. We're just truly blessed here in Sacred Heart, man. I can't say enough about how hard those kids work. I'm just proud of them, and God rewarded us tonight.
Was that the play that you drew up that you wanted to run at the end?
I mean, it was sort of like that. It was the play that they did. They went nothing with me. They made the play, and hey, I get the credit for it, but it's all them, man. It's all them.
One final question. We're right in the middle of the warm-ups here. What's this mean to your basketball program at Sacred Heart?
Man, it means a whole lot, man, because we're really trying to establish a program over there at Sacred Heart, and it's really coming to fluorescence. So, I mean, it's good for our program, especially for county-wise and state-wise, man, to boost our confidence up as we make a run to the state.
Congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow night at the county championship.
Thank you. Thank you.
Raphael Graves of the Sacred Heart Cardinal. Guys, that's about as good a county tournament game we've ever seen.
That is an understatement, John. That is probably the best game I've seen in this building. And I've seen, we've been here for every county tournament for the last, 10, 12 years. We've seen a lot of Northeast regional games as well.
Yes.
A lot of high school basketball games. Is this the best one you've ever seen?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Because it had everything. It has great players, great talent, great young coaches, two teams playing their hearts out.
Storyline.
And every single part of it was magnificent. And it's one of those you cannot understate what Sacred Heart has just done. Because if you can, with no disrespect to anybody else in the bracket, if Sacred Heart can handpick one team to go to the finals, to beat, it's Oxford.
No doubt.
And it is for every team just because of what they've done over the last few weeks or last few years. And for them to do it and the way they've done it, is unbelievable.
You know, John mentioned it, the 7th smallest school in the state. I don't know if we can describe that eloquently enough. 7th smallest school in the state, and they're playing the school that you see coming off I-20. They got the big buildings, the big name, you know, the black and gold. It's mystique on the other side. And to defeat them, to make it and have this historic run just makes it that much more special. So, Sacred Heart tonight winners with a dramatic shot by Quinn Williams at the buzzer. Take another look as we go to break. We'll be back with more county tournament finals action right here at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Stay with us.
The physical therapists and athletic trainers at Dr. Clinton Ray Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy are dedicated to bringing the patients of Northeast Alabama the most advanced therapy treatments available to return you to your active lifestyle. Dr. Clinton Ray and Dr. Jeffrey Lawler are both committed to providing excellent surgical care of your orthopedic needs. The doctors and therapy staff have the desire and experience to treat you like a world-class athlete, but with a personal touch.
Why is